17 that the war will begin. The great war has started between two Goliaths, the Fomorian War. Now, as I break down to you, two of the most powerful vampires in history, Vampire Hunter D and Alucard from Helsing. Now, to be honest with you, when you like I said before, when you look up in the videos, you're like, oh, who's like the most powerful vampire ever? You see Alucard and whatnot, and you see other vampires in other animes, but you don't see Vampire Hunter D for some weird reason. I mean, it really depends on what either forum or whatever like site you go to see this. But like I said before, both men are incredibly broken, and one comes from the sacred ancestor, and one was created and stuff. Well, I wouldn't say created, but he was actually turned and stuff like that, and he became a vampire. Hey, his head got chopped off, gave into sin, this and that. I mean, even though it's kind of messed up because he was a slave, got raped, and all that messed up stuff that happened to Alucard and whatnot. Well, Vlad Tempest and but yeah, so as I go off and I say this, it's like, if both these men was to fight. Now, you have to picture this scenario. Now, both men are incredibly marksmen. They got good marksmanship. Their vampirism is somewhat, I wouldn't say on par, but it's up there. It's pretty up there. Now, you gotta picture the fight. Now, he's using guns. He's using sword. So, okay, he's shooting now. He's deflecting, he's deflecting bullets. It's not gonna happen. So, it's like, alright. So, they fight each other. And, it gets really intense. Because I like to say, Vampire Hunter D would get the drop on Alucard. Because that's the thing with Alucard's problem. He wants to die. He wants somebody strong enough to kill him and whatnot. He loves the challenge, as when he was fighting Alexander Anderson. Like, he loves it. He just loves it. So he would be the type of person to just sit there and be like, he'd be letting his guard down. Like let's just say a little bit often. Like, he'd be letting his guard down like a little bit often, even though he is smart, but he does do stupid and questionable things. So, Vampire Hunter D will probably like get to stab him in the heart and whatnot. Then he's like, oh, this isn't stab me in the heart. He chops his head off, doesn't work. He just comes back, and he has and then Vampire Hunter D has a retarded look on his face because he's like, wait, how the hell am I supposed to kill this dude and whatnot? So he gets a shot off at him because he gets caught off guard, So Alucard shoots him. He shoots him a couple of times, even pierces his heart. His heart explodes and whatnot. He falls out and dies. Next thing you know, his left hand brings him back to life. He restores him somehow. He brings him back to life. Next thing you know, he's like, what the fuck? Like, it just like, you're not like no ordinary vampire. So they fight each other, right? So the fight gets so intense that Alucard he don't know what to do. So here's the thing. Now, as I said before, now the left hand he can suck the soul out of vampires and stuff like that. Like he sucks the souls and spirits out. Now, I wouldn't say that he was just immediately just sucked the soul out of Alucard. Because there's a couple of things that you have to compare to. Now, if you compare the Alucard before he left for 30 years to destroy like all of those versions and stuff like that, so there was only one remaining, you have to say, because if you were to say like the Alucard after, when he became like omnipresent, where he became everywhere and truly nowhere, I mean, I would love to say like most of like that ability probably would maybe negate it, because you're fighting a dude who has the ability to be everywhere and truly nowhere. But even though we don't know to the extent of his abilities and what he can do, only thing we know is what he said is that I'm everywhere and truly nowhere and stuff like that. So I wouldn't say that version, but I'm gonna go with the version that basically summoned like thousands, maybe millions of undead soldiers. Now, let's just say that the fight gets too intense that both men can't even really kill each other. So Alucard is giving Vampire Hunter D like an incredible fight to the point where he goes into his full vampire mode, right? And they fighting each other. So it's like he still has a problem because he's like, you can't really kill Alucard because Alucard has like these seals that's like protecting his heart and stuff. That way, you know, he doesn't die and this and that. Because again, Alucard's not stupid. He's not going to sit there and just have his heart be stabbed repeatedly over and over and over. Sure, he can regenerate, but the problem is he has seals. He has like this type of protection that prevents him from, like, you know, dying and stuff. But you know, he, you know, like I said before, like Vampire Hunter D isn't stupid, so he's trying everything he can to kill this dude, but he seems like it's not working. So what Alucard does is, because he can't kill him either, so let's just say he uses like his entire army. He uses everything in his disposal. Like, he uses his seals. He tries to, like, you know, cast like these illusions and stuff like that and whatnot, and it catches Vampire Hunter D off guard for a bit. You know, they get a couple of hits in because he uses Black Dog. He used the dude he absorbed, the card dude. He uses the girl with the trick shot and whatnot. And they doing all types of craziness and the explosions and death everywhere. Now that's all going on and stuff, and like I said before, he has his left hand. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna notice, he's like, oh, so these is like his little familiar, his little souls. So what he's gonna probably do is he's gonna, you know, not mimic what he can do, but he's gonna probably try to like duplicate or yeah, I would say that. I'd probably like try to like mimic and stuff like that to see what he can counteract with Alucard, because like I said before, Alucard has a lot of stuff in his disposal. You know, a lot of souls that he absorbed over the years. So he's trying everything that he can to take him down. He uses his level 0. He unleashes like the whole damn herd. And you know, like I said, Vampire Hunter D, he's going to get caught off guard because he's never seen this before. He never seen a vampire who's using thousands and legions of legions of undead soldiers just bursting out and whatnot. And then he goes into his Dracula, his full ultimate form and whatnot. And the next thing you know, now here's the thing, as that's going on, I would like to say that Vampire Hunter D would actually use his left hand to absorb all the souls, because they are undead, and you know, technically they are undead and those are still technically souls. So I would like to say he would absorb all the souls that this man is throwing at him. He just absorbs them. So he has a retarded look on his face, like, I'm literally giving you everything. And then that's when the true fight starts. That's when the true fight starts, where he's fighting at his full capacity form, and then Vampire Hunter D is fighting at his full capacity form, and they both tearing it apart. They both tearing it apart and whatnot, like swords is clashing, this and that. And then he's like, you know, only a man can kill a monster, this and that and stuff. And then he's like, I am that man that can kill you and stuff, because I'm a half vampire, a Dampriere, this and that. Oh my god, like they tearing it apart and whatnot. And that's when the sacred blood kicks in, and that's when he strikes him down. Because he also, like I said before, like Vampire Hunter D also has like the miracle of blood and stuff like that, where it's possible, you know, he can like, because as I said before in my other video, that he has like, you know, like the purest of the holy light. Whoa, what I say? Was it Purest of the Holy Light? Or was it? Yeah. It was like that, where he was able to like mimic like Toma's ability, and he was able to do it too. So it's like, if Alucard was gonna die when Alexander Anderson had like the true Holy Cross from, I guess, when Jesus was on or whatever, and it was killing him, and then you seen all those souls burn up, I wonder what would you think if he was to use that against him. If he was to use that against him and he was immediately to obliterate him in his full form. So that means that Alucard would die. He would die on two fronts. He would have his souls taken from him. And then he would die. He would get his heart pierced in, because when he unleashes everything, he's fighting at his full potential power, that's when the seals is removed. And he did say that there's a way to kill him. It's just that, you know, you have to be you have to be there to you know, you have to be on your P's and Q's, basically. You have to be on your P's and Q's to know what you're doing to take him out. Now, here's another thought. If Alucard was having such of a hard, crazy ass time of trying to kill him, right? So they fighting, right? and he uses all of what he can and stuff, and then he absorbs it with his left hand. They fighting to death and shit. All right, now everybody's dead throughout the city because they fight at a big city, like how when they was fighting like the Nazis and what would you call it, like Nazi vampires and stuff, like yeah, like, you know, Nazi vampires and shit like that, and like most of the, like the percentage of London, like they was dead. So let's just say that he was to absorb all the blood as when we seen him do when he was about to kill Walter with it. Now let's just say he did that and he was about to do that crazy stuff. Now again, it's still unknown what he was going to do. So if he was to do that, like let's just say it gives him like a power boost, or it makes him stronger, this and that, where he's super invulnerable to attacks. I feel that could work. Like he would probably be able to like destroy or maybe injure Vampire Hunter D to the point to near death. I would like to say that. Like he probably would injure him to like the point of near death. But like I said before, you know, this isn't Vampire Hunter D's roadie. Like you wouldn't think he was literally standing there and actually allow this man to generate all the blood that everybody died in the city just to get powerful and to do something crazy. He's gonna kill him before he does that. Pierce him in the heart, destroy his immortality or whatever, stab him in the heart with the purest of holy light, this and that, because again, Vampire Hunter D can manipulate both the light and the dark. Now, problem is, if they was to fight each other for like the full night, and you know, Vampire Hunter D's weakness is somewhat the sun, because you know, he gets a little exhausted, you know, a little tired, this and that and stuff, and his powers decrease a little. Just a little. That's why he, you know, because because when he takes his hat, like obviously like he digs up like a little barrier, like a little thing, and then he goes under it to sleep and stuff. So if they was to fight throughout the entire night to the morning, Alucard could win. He could win if he was to use like the sunlight against him. He could win if they was to fight all night until the morning and whatnot, and then he was to somewhat, let's say, pierce his heart, destroy his body, because there's one thing that Alucard can't do. He can't absorb him. That's the problem. You can't absorb Vampire Hunter D because it wouldn't work, because okay, he was to destroy a really good portion of his body, and he's like, all right, absorption time, we're gonna be the most powerful vampire ever and whatnot. While being probably absorbed inside of him, he's gonna probably like use the left hand. He's gonna probably like use his left hand and absorb him while being inside of him. So that means when you see him like, wait, what's going on? You see the hand poking out of his body and whatnot, and it's absorbing him. Like he's literally inside. He's absorbing all the souls that Alucard ever killed, plus him, and he's inside the arm. And he's like, you know, it's over. Now I'm using this Alucard before the omnipresence. Now if let's just say he had the souls, right, all the souls that he had, plus the ability to be truly everywhere and nowhere, and he was to use that to absorb him, I think that wouldn't work, and I think that would cancel it out, because he has the ability to be everywhere and truly nowhere. So would absorbing him still work, or would he be able to escape? And I feel like he probably would be able to escape, because being omnipresent and have the ability to be everywhere and truly nowhere, that's a godlike status, you know, that's a godlike ability and whatnot. So I think that probably wouldn't work, but him absorbing him wouldn't work. Alucard would fail. It would fail miserably. It would fail miserably. And the reason why he was able to kill and absorb those other vampires, because those other vampires wasn't born with the Jesus blood. They wasn't born with the sacred ancestors blood and whatnot. And then you have this clown over here who's crazy smart, intelligence and whatnot, and would know a situation and how to get out of a situation and whatnot. Even with his power alone, strikes fear within a true vampire themselves and whatnot, a true noble. So against Alucard, he would kill him. He would kill him. He would kill him. And then it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of how, and how you're gonna plan to do it and stuff, because Alucard said himself, there is a way to kill him, And as I said before, he leaves out a lot of weaknesses. Like, he just stands there. Like the times when Alexander Anderson, most of the people he was fighting, this man literally just like, yeah, go ahead. He was shooting, sure, you know, but he was just testing out the waters, which is smart, but it's kind of stupid because you would die. He can die and whatnot. And Vampire Hunter D, you know, he killed a lot of crazy SOB type of vampires, you know, and they failed. Even by death, he still comes back. And from Alucard, he has been defeated and sealed. But he hasn't been like killed. He almost died, but again, he had help, you know, because Ceres came along and, you know, kind of like got him out those little vine thingies, and that's when, you know, he was saved. But if the seals is removed from his heart and he unleashes his true power, that's when Vampire Hunter D would strike and he would kill him. And then that would be it. That would be it for Alucard. But like I said before, Vampire Hunter D has intelligence, he has smarts, and he has his wits and whatnot, and he has most of all his willpower. Compared to Alucard, where he has his smarts, but he just allows himself to take like most of the damage because he knows that, you know, nobody isn't gonna be able to kill him. But up against Vampire Hunter D, he's not gonna know. He's not gonna know how powerful and strong he is until he can't kill him. Because he's shooting him and he shoots his arm off and whatnot. He starts shooting like most of his body, and then he starts to regenerate. Because like Vampire Hunter D, is when he got devoured and stuff, he still was able to come back and regenerate. Just like how if when Alucard had his whole body destroyed and it was just his blood and he came back. So both men does have that crazy type of regenerative healing factor and whatnot, but it's just that one will be able to kill the other and one will probably get lucky to kill the other. So it's like, I still say Vampire Hunter D would body Alucard due to the fact that this man had like so much stuff that happened to him. Like, he survived the nuke, he survived the meteor, this man was in space, and one that had his lungs exploded. Now compared to Alucard, we don't know if he could survive a nuke. Probably, maybe, we don't know. A meteor, maybe, yeah, I would say that. Yeah, he probably would survive a meteor and whatnot. But the one thing that he can't possibly survive is miniature suns and his body being transmutated and having like small miniature suns growing inside like his organs. And I think that would, because I think that would kill him. And the purest of holy light, because again, like I said, Vampire Hunter D can manipulate both light and dark, and he would die. So yeah, so this is what I feel, that yeah, Alucard would probably die. But like I said before, if he fights him until the morning, and you know, there's a possible way. But like I said before, he wasn't born with the sacred ancestors' blood inside of him coursing through him and stuff. So like I said before, you know, it's a done deal. It's a wrap. So yeah, if you like what you heard what you like, you know, please subscribe, share, do all of that wonderful stuff. Oh, and if I missed out on anything, which I've probably haven't, I don't think I have, because yeah, I don't think I have. I probably know if I have, you know, just let me know. Be like, yo, you know, you missed out on something else. Like, he could probably do this and this and that. Just let me know. But like I said before, I feel Vampire Hunter D would murder him. And I'm not even gonna go near what the sacred ancestor can do, because if I was to say the sacred ancestor versus that's beyond rape. So I'm not even gonna mention him. But yeah, so yeah, if you like what you heard what you like, you know, please subscribe, share, do all of that wonderful stuff, because the Great War is still more to come, and I'll catch you later.